The COVID vaccine isn't the only vaccine being rolled out rapidly this year. The flu vaccine will be administered for free to more people than ever before this year in order to attempt to combat the combination of coronavirus surges and the annual flu season. This year's flu season is expected to be the worst in 50 years, so it's vital that those offered it take up the opportunity. Some 30 million people in the UK are being given the third COVID jab, and the flu jab may be offered to some of these people in the same sitting. Are you eligible for the flu jab free? Here's where you can get vaccinated. Book your flu jab on boots. Here before the pandemic, Brits used the medical term the flu to describe a bad cold that happens in the winter. However, with more anxiety around health, more people are recognizing the fact that the flu is a highly infectious disease that can lead to hospitalization, permanent disability or even death. The combination of coronavirus and the flu is even more deadly, and over the winter the surge in cases of both diseases could seriously overwhelm the NHS. That's why the government is offering the flu jab to more people than ever this year for free. Flu is caused by influenza viruses and not bacteria, so antibiotics can't treat it. The best way to protect against flu is to have the vaccination before flu season. For the last 10 years, the vaccine has generally worked well to protect against the main types of flu virus that have been circulating, so it's extremely important that those most at risk of suffering badly from the flu get the jab. Only 35% of adults get the flu jab every year, but new research from Lloyds Pharmacy shows that this increases, with over half of respondents, 56%, saying they intend to get the vaccine this year. Book your flu jab on boots. Here where can I get my flu jab? You can have the NHS flu vaccine at your GP surgery, a pharmacy offering the service, your midwifery if you're pregnant, or at a hospital appointment. If you don't have your flu jab at your local GP surgery, you don't have to tell them, as this will be done for you. To find a pharmacy that offers the flu jab, use the NHS's handy tool. The flu vaccine is given free on the NHS to people who are 50 and over, including those who'll be 50 by March 31, 2022, have certain health conditions, are pregnant, are in long-stay residential care, receive a carer's allowance, or are the main carer for an older or disabled person who may be at risk if you get sick. Live with someone who is more likely to get infections, such as someone who has HIV, has had a transplant, or is having certain treatments for cancer, lupus or rheumatoid arthritis. Frontline health or social care workers. The above groups aren't the only ones who get the flu jab for free. The flu vaccine is also offered to those with long-term health conditions. The flu can affect and be deadly to anyone, but it's more difficult to manage and overcome if you have a long-term health condition. If you think this applies to you, you should be offered the vaccine by your doctor. The health conditions included are respiratory conditions, such as asthma, needing steroid inhaler or tablets, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, including emphysema and bronchitis, diabetes, heart conditions, such as coronary heart disease or heart failure, being very overweight, a body mass index, BMI, of 40 or above, chronic kidney disease, a liver disease, such as hepatitis, neurological conditions, such as Parkinson's disease, motor neuron disease, multiple sclerosis, MS, or cerebral palsy, learning disability, problems with your spleen, for example, sickle cell disease, or if you have had your spleen removed, a weakened immune system as the result of conditions such as HIV and AIDS, or taking medicines such as steroid tablets or chemotherapy. It's worth noting that this list of conditions isn't definitive, and your GP can assess whether or not you have a condition that increases the risk of flu. It is best to have the vaccine in autumn or early winter, so speak to your GP quickly if you are eligible. If you're not on one of the lists of people who are eligible for the jab for free, you may be able to pay for a flu vaccine at a supermarket or high street chemist. However, this depends on supply, as those most at risk and those in the most deprived areas are being prioritized. If you know that you aren't eligible for the flu jab, you can book your appointment and pay to protect yourself against the flu from one of the following places: Lloyd's Pharmacy, Well Pharmacy, Boots Pharmacy, Tesco, Asda, Morrisons, Superdrug. Tesco. The best way to find somewhere near you that offers the flu jab is through the NHS. Find a pharmacy that offers the NHS flu vaccine tool here.